Welcome back to another Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Collection review. In this review, we're going to take a look at the action figure Rey. Here is Rey. She is done in pretty much all white with some trim, some brown trim, and a off-white features like her bands and her backpacks bag, so to speak. So let's take a nice 360 look at Rey. She has this backpack. If you notice, the backpack is sculpted and to where it fits right there. It is removable. You can just lift the arm up and pop it over the head and arm, and you can take it off. She does have her hood that's sculpted there down. So that fits right there on her shoulder very nicely. It does stay pretty good, even though it is loose. It's a very nice head sculpt for Rey. She has her brown hair with her, I want to call them buns, on the back of her head. Her eyes are painted pretty nicely. She has brown eyelashes, nice skin tone there. She has her, I guess this is meant to be her Jedi robes. Her head is on a ball joint, and it will rotate 360 if you desire. It goes down that much. It doesn't go up very much at all, just back up to a straight forward looking. Her arms are on a ball joint. They will rotate 360 on both sides. She has bendable elbows. And for me, this is the best part of this figure. It's her elbow articulation. You will get well past a 90-degree bend for these arms. So she can get some pretty nice weapon poses. She has a waist swivel. Now this lower half here, from her brown belt down to what this skirt is here, is a piece of just softer plastic. So all this draped clothing here is attached to that piece. So you have this long piece here, then you have this piece here, and it drapes up around her back, and you have the long piece in the back. So that's going to hinder a lot of your lower half of your figure's articulation. So, I mean, you're not going to get much sitting positions. She doesn't spread her legs too well because you really can't get to that inner joint there to allow that twist there to get the joint to actuate. She does have bendable knees. They're pretty good. So the other one's kind of no point in trying because you can see that this rubber clothing is going to get in the way here. And for her feet will rotate 360, and they do pivot down and up on both feet. I do like this figure. It's pretty nice. I like the sculpt, the design of the figure for the Reys. They haven't came out with a vintage collection of the gray and the blue outfit she wore. They just came out with that Jakku outfit she had on. So hopefully maybe one day we'll get that sculpt in the vintage collection. For her accessories, she comes with her staff. It is pretty much a gray staff with 2 white wraps and a brown strap for her figure, maybe to put over her shoulder, because she does have this already. I would have really liked a way to put the strap like this, attach it to her back, because it would look really cool, I think, if that's somehow attached to her bag there and have a better presence. and then doing this because it kind of is too long for that purpose. So, or you have the option of just, holding the figure, have your figure holding the staff, I should say. She does have small hands. The plastic they use for hands is pretty flexible, so it's easy to put accessories in and out. So, however you want her to hold the staff. It would be really nice if it had a cloth hood that she could bring up over her head. She comes with a lightsaber. It's a blue lightsaber, a silver handle, and a black tip there. There's a little bit of gold on there also. And this is where the figure is going to excel because of the articulation in the elbows and the arms. These are nice arms, even though they are thin and small. So still be very careful with these guys. I mean, she looks pretty cool. I mean, you can get a pretty good bend. It's incredible. Of course, all the Jedi's arms for all the figures that we have are like that. It's very important for a Jedi figure to have great arm articulation because, to get those Jedi lightsaber poses that you would definitely want for display or even for your playability. Yeah, these are some really nice articulated arms. She also comes with a lightsaber handle that is very small. It is a mirror of the handle that she has with the blue lightsaber. It is very hard to hold on to because it's so small. Okay, we're going to get that picked up here. There is a little notch on there, but there's nowhere on the figure that I can see where you can plug that into. Nope. Lastly, she comes with her blaster. There's a black little handle, silver body. The blaster, I believe Han Solo gives this to her. And again, she has some pretty good, poses with the gun because of the amazing arms she has on this figure. And let's try to get that in focus. The only thing I noticed about this is the fingers really isn't long enough to reach the trigger to sell the idea that she's actually got her finger on a trigger there. One thing to note about this, she does have a holster that you can keep her blaster on. Let's see if we can get this to focus. What you noticed here, there's two little holes there. And there's a piece in the middle. So, the tip of this is a softer gun. You can see it flexing with me barely pushing on it. So this will go down. See, she has a tip here and a tip there, and it goes in. It takes a little effort to get that down through there. You may bend or damage your blaster if you push too hard or you're off, not positioned correctly to insert the pistol into the holster. So you might want to flip her over. And it's hard to see through the camera. If you can tell, get the silver right there in the hole. You can see the hole. And then give it a little wiggle. See it's starting to protrude there. See it right there. And that's pretty much it. And it stays relatively good. So you could have your figure holding pretty much all of her accessories except for the additional lightsaber handle. So I'm not sure if you'd want to have that because you're holding the lightsaber. You wouldn't want to be having the lightsaber, on her person because of, wouldn't make any sense, I guess. This is a nice figure. Highly recommend this figure. It's not perfect. I don't know what Star Wars figure is, but it's a good sculpt. It's a fun sculpt. It's got amazing arms on this figure. I like the design, the colors. And it could have been a really perfect figure, so to speak, if a few things would change, like, maybe some soft goods here, so you can actually utilize the lower half of the figure. If this was all soft and she had a soft hood, that would have been awesome. And something a little different here for her staff. I do like the satchel or backpack here. There's a way to attach it, or maybe even modify this so it can hang also. It's been really nice. It definitely would have improved on the figure. So if you find this figure in a store, retail costs $12.97 at Walmart, $12.99 at Target, and of course if you go off market like eBay or Amazon, they're going to be priced at any price point. Scalper prices at least double. So 25 bucks probably. I don't know, I didn't look, but that's usually how it works. So if you guys are hunting this figure, I really hope you guys find it and at a good price. I recommend it. It's a good figure. It's definitely a nice addition to any Star Wars collection. And pretty nice for a 1/18 scale. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be doing a lot more videos in the future for Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and any 1/18 scale series figures and vehicles. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we will definitely see you in the next review.